time tonight. Get some sweets, get some eats, drink it, tear it, fuck it up. Woo!
Wait. I didn't even say the hi yet, and you're already spraying me with water. Thank you so much for the hydrate, Robin. And the flush was coming right after it. Of course. Of course. I'll let you have. I'll let you have one. I'll let you have one. Welcome everyone back. Welcome back to Vixey's workshop. It has been able to. Was that like? Ah, shit! I forgot it was a cute pop alert. It's been that long. Ow, Jesus! Hang on. Give me a second to speak, will ya? Welcome back to Vixey's workshop, our queer-friendly, creative hotspot here on Twitch. I, as always, am your host, Vixey, the Caracal Skunk, or you can call me a Skitty if you're feeling cute. It is great to see you all back. And yes, Robin, I appreciate the affection from everyone. There's so many people in the crowd! Did I even have this many followers before? I don't even know. Anyway. Well, a lot of stuff has happened since last time. And honestly, I wanted to have a low pressure stream. I wasn't gonna do like a big old like community celebration of me being back or anything like that. I need to slowly work my way back into this. In fact, like honestly, I don't even know if I remember how to stream. like where is stream? Where is stream button? What are these text on screen up here? I'll do my best though. So today we're getting back into the swing of things with streaming, and we are getting back into the swing of things with drawing. Trying to remember how the heck to do a draw. So I thought it would be a great idea to work on a few new emotes. And the ones I had in mind was, first of all, I've been wanting a Wheeze meme in Vixey style for a long time. So that's going to come in. I also love this gremlin smile emote. And so I want to make one with Vixey. It looks really simple to do. And it really, I don't know what it says about me. But I already have 2 blush emotes. And I want a 3rd. But there's just so many ways to be flustered. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I got like Vixey Shy and then Vixey Fluster for the other one. This one's kind of like a shock fluster, but you get the idea. Retsuko is a very, very expressive lady. So we're gonna take that as inspiration, and we're gonna go in and we're going to draw that as well. Vixey, oh god? Ooh, that's a good idea. Can I convince the Skitty to draw some Gobbo emotes for me? You know, I will say that, like, maybe some point in the future, if I get comfortable enough with it, I may open up commissions or something like that. But I don't want to do that right now. Like, all I want to do right now is enjoy drawing, and so draw what I want to draw. And so that means basically drawing all of my characters, all of the characters that I really admire. I haven't even really gotten a good chance to get in and like draw like my fan obsessions. You know, I have been like drawing my characters so much. And I've been doing like what was it? Fucking fan art. That's what it is. Fan art for friends. Yeah. I've also done that too. Anyway, Rupee Warrior, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Wait. I know what that sound is now. It's a pop. Well, thank you so much for putting out the fire after you throw a bomb on me. Jeez. Okay. So there are several things we're going to do while this is going on. For those of you who are veterans of the stream, you will know that when I'm doing art streams, thank you so much for the boops. Sometimes I'm not the most talkative. I kind of lock in a lot. And so in order to combat that, I let you all like entertain me, entertain stream, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to enable song requests. So let me go ahead and get that set up right now. But 1 second. I know it was in here somewhere. I just had it up. Okay. So yes, I will go ahead and turn that off. Fine. Okay. Viewer requests. Okay, song requests are now enabled. You should be able to do exclamation mark SR and a YouTube link. Awesome, awesome. All right. Well, second of all, I want to actually talk about the move, and I don't think there's necessarily too much that I can share about the move without like revealing too many personal details. So I'm more so going to be talking about like my knowledge of the new place that I am in. So for those of you who remember seeing the announcement, I moved from California to Utah. And like genuinely, there's like not a lot people seem to know about Utah. Because this is just this weird little place. Some people talk a little bit about like Mormons and stuff like that. But, you know, that's not necessarily an in-depth knowledge per se. Blah, blah, blah. And so, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and give like the history of Utah as much as I can between like doing the drawing and stuff like that. Okay. And if I can't lock in and do a story, we'll just go for this, you know. All right. But yeah, we're going to start with the Wheeze emote first of all. And for the meme, we basically have to copy the face. That is a requirement. But from there, we can do a little creative liberty with Vixey. So, one thing that people may not know about Utah is that it actually used to be a part of Mexico. Yeah, Mexico actually used to extend like all the way up like the west half of the US. And so like everyone who was here was literally considered Mexican. But it was mostly unsettled in Utah. Hi Safi, good to see you. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get to give a really good like hello to everyone. And so mostly they're like native tribes out here, which is, you know, kind of part and parcel for the whole like American West experience, is that we saw indigenous tribes over here. And so for the most part, it was completely abandoned. Now, enter the Mormons. Now, the Mormons, well, they had a bit of a problem. They had a bit of a PR problem, so to speak. No one liked them. And I'm not going to talk about, like, the specifics of why, because let's just say the why is a bit, like, against Twitch TOS. So, suffice it to say, they needed some place to kind of hide out. And so, what better place than this random place out in the desert of Mexico. Oh, song request is pausing? Hang on.
That's fucking beautiful. You are my new favorite person.
Wowie 41 months 3.
Yeah, it is 41. It is 41 months. Thank you so much for the sub, Taya. I am absolutely baffled. You're supposed to work! What the heck happened to you over here? Seriously. Well, at least it's not my fault that the stream is scuffing right now. Because, like, look at that load bar. What the heck? It's doing a spinny spin. And then just pot. I don't get you. Okay? Ugh. Well, I am so sorry. Let's see. So it looks like... Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna have to, like... Ugh. Yeah. We're just gonna have to turn that off for a moment and just pretend it didn't happen. And we're just gonna come over here and do a little something like, let's see. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Cool. Let's do some 90s MTV. Because we can. Woo! Your mom hated MTV? Well, that's perfect. That's the whole reason you get MTV. Okay, where was I? Okay. So, Mormons, yeah, they kind of needed a place to lay low. Because people really didn't like him. So, what better place to go than this completely abandoned part of the U.S.? Well, not even in the U.S. It's completely outside of the U.S. No one will care. Mexico doesn't really want it. It's just there. So, it's a perfect place to just lay low. You know? And just kind of settle down over there. I mean, it's the middle of the desert, but who cares? Right? Hi, Hellish. Good to see you. And so they go in and they had a little bit of a concept of something called a manifest destiny. And if you don't remember your US history class, a manifest destiny was simply like, oh, while the West is completely empty, let's go in and go settle it. Now, that conveniently ignores everyone that was already living there. They were basically like, screw them. Our country now, we claimed it. And so, in they come. And the natives are all like, excuse me, the fuck? We were all here. They come in and are like, bitch, but we white. We can go ahead and take whatever we want. And so they do. And so with that pattern already established, they go in and they kick out the natives who are already there. And they start to settle next to this giant lake in the middle of the desert. I don't know if I should feel offended. I just, what's this? Hi, Kale. I'm kind of doing a bit of satire right now. Where are you coming from? I'm trying to explain to my chat what Utah is all about. Well, if you're from Canada, then what do you... Then, you know, I don't even know the history of Canada. There had to be, like, native tribes in Canada before Canadians settled. Yeah, you kicked out all the beavers. Oh, that's interesting. Like, I see the Pride 10, but I don't see, like, the emote. That's so weird. Aw, I missed you too, Caden. Or Aiden. Why is that Caden? I got Kale and Aiden mixed up. I'm sorry, I'm insulting everyone now. I'm insulting everyone down to the beavers. It's been 2 months and they changed the command? Oh, wow.
Yeah, bitch.
Pride cheer 10 okay there. Take my biddies X3.
Oh, you have to explicitly write the word cheer. Okay, got it, got it. I mean, doesn't make much sense to me, but sure, whatever. Anyway, Vixey explained the ancient lore of Utah. Yes, I am. So, where was I with that? Anyway, the whole idea was that they were able to just kick out whoever was there and just build whatever they wanted because nothing was here. So, They settle down next to a big old lake in Utah and start building up. And they're all like, you know what we need out here? There's no one else out here. We're not even in the US anymore. And so there's no one to stop us from being, from doing whatever we want out here. So let's just go ahead. Let's just do it. And so they're like, we don't even have to be like a republic out here. We can just have the leader of our church, cult, whatever you want to call it. We can have him be the leader for government too, and everything like that. There's no one to stop us. We can literally do whatever we want out here. Ha ha. And it's perfect. Or so they thought. Right? Because little did they know that a few years down the line, some really important things were going to come in and really mess up their day. So, the question is, what exactly could possibly ruin a day that's going this well for them? Well, for starters, you know that Utah is part of the US, right? So, how exactly did that happen if it's a part of Mexico? Well, poor Mexico. They fought valiantly in a war in the US. It doesn't really matter why it happened, but it was the Mexican-American War. Mexico lost. And you want to know exactly what they did? What the victors were able to do? Oh, well, they were able to say, hey, we won. So, let's see, what do we want? What do we want? Since we won, we want that land right there. Yeah, that. Like all of it. All of that land. Let me give you some perspective of just how much land we are talking. Let's see. An American War. Okay, this should be good enough. Let's view this file. Okay. So, yeah, right here. All right? So, okay, pay attention. This is the map of the west part of the United States, right? So. America used to only go up to this green line, right? This green area right here. And Utah was somewhere over yonder in the blue, where Mexico was. And all of that, all the way over to California, Mexico, right? It's one of the reasons why you'll hear some of the big cities in California have Spanish names. Los Angeles, San Francisco. All of those Spanish names because it was part of Mexico. Then, 1848. Kabam! the Mexican-American War ends, and the U.S. is like, we won, and so we want this land, all of that land, all of that land, like all of this blue, we want that, and we're gonna take it because we won. And so suddenly, Utah, which used to be safely in this little part of Mexico, is now firmly in the United States again. Uh-oh. That's gonna spell a little bit of trouble for our Mormons who were hoping to be able to lay low, huh? And so suddenly, these Mormons who were wanting to lay low away from the U.S. government now had U.S. settlers coming through. And they had a bit of a problem with what they do about this because they aren't just Indians they can just kick out. They just got out of this mess. What exactly are we going to do now? So, unfortunately, there's not too much that they can do because even if they wanted to fight back, there was another big thing that was gonna come through a few years later. And that is a little thing called the Intercontinental Railroad. A railroad that just happens to pass a few miles north of their little settlement. So, like it or not, they come into contact with the U.S. government who really doesn't like the idea these guys are trying to build their utopia right in the middle of what is now their land. And so, a long story short, the idea is that they come in and they say, hey, look, we would come in and kind of like take over by force. But you guys have been really good at, like, you know, doing the thing that we were going to do anyway. Like, coming on in, like, kicking out all these natives and stuff like that. So, and, like, settling the land. So, you guys keep doing that, but you can't run the government. We have to run the government.
Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we fucking go.
And so they're like, excuse me, Mr. President, but we want our freedom and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, yes, my little one, my little one. You are able to do this, but you have to obey our rules, okay? It's to be a good little boys and girls. White. You gotta be good little boys and girls. Otherwise, we're gonna have to come down and we're going to have to set to straight and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, hey, you know what? You know all of that land that you claimed out here? We'd like to make a state, right? We're like, okay. What kind of state would you like to make? And they're like, ooh. Well, we've got a great idea. We got a great idea for a big old state. And so they're like, Hey, you knows all of that land that's you claimed and stuff like that. Well, if we just take all the parts that like Spain has actually settled, boom. They literally draw a map like this and say, we want to make this state right here. Big giant state. Right here. No one's here. We want all of it. We want all of Utah. We want all of Nevada. We want most of New Mexico. Arizona is too hot, so we don't want it. We'll take half of California, thanks. And we'll throw in a little bit of Oregon. Just because. And Daddy American government came over, took one look at that, and is like, oh, no. Not on your life. You are not getting that much land. Not at all. So, they said three things. First of all, we are going to draw the borders for you, and that is what the modern borders of Utah is. Second of all, the Mormons wanted to name came to them and said, oh, can we please name the state? We have the perfect little name. We're all like perfect little worker bees and stuff like that. And our leader made a language for us and everything like that. And that's serious, by the way. They had their own language that they spoke. And in our language, the word desert means honeybee. We're a bunch of little worker bees just working together to make the hive mind. Make the hive all work together. So can we name it desert wet? Daddy government said no. Not on your life. This is not your state. This is going to belong to everyone who we allow to settle here. Because conveniently, we have also found that there's resources that you can mine here. So, what's the name of an Indian tribe that they kicked out? No, that name's too complicated. No, that name's too complicated. What was that? Ute? Oot? Did you just cough? What was the name of that tribe again? Spell it. U-T-E. U-T-E, huh? Perfect. The name of the state is Utah. After the Ute Indians. You're welcome. And oh man. That's two things that we didn't want. And the government said, one more thing. Everyone hates you. But it's mainly the one main thing that people hate you for is this little practice called polygamy. And this is something that can sometimes be compared to polyamory or like a poly relationship, which in the modern LGBTQ community can be healthy. But that's not how polyamory was practiced or polygamy was practiced in the early Mormon church. It was basically, God says I get to marry your wife. God says I get to marry your daughter. But you already have a wife. Don't care. God says I get to marry her. And so you can see why that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And so they're like, yeah, Mormons, you're gonna have to announce that you're not doing that polygamy anymore. Otherwise, you don't get a state. And they're like, fine. Whatever, daddy government. And so, with those three conditions, Utah was finally established with basically part Mormon and part everyone else. You're welcome. Well, thank you so much, Deadly Wrath of Darkness, for that. That was a really cute uwu mode that we were able to do. All right.
You're cute.
Thank you so much for the cutes. Okay, but, Skinny needs to take a little toilet break. But thank you everyone for listening to my silly little American history lesson. And I hope you all will enjoy some MTV, because the song requests for some reason aren't working and I am upset about it, but whatever. I'll be back.
You're cute.
What do you mean I'm muted? Okay, so does anyone have any MTV memories? That's what I was trying to say. Because MTV was like a wild time. Like, honestly, I didn't have access to it, but wow, if I hadn't actually heard like so many stories off of it. I didn't accidentally mute myself. I muted myself on purpose to go pee. There's a difference. I just forgot to get myself to go back live again. Haven't watched NTV since I used to go to the dentist when you're 8 or 9. Fox Hunter, thanks for redeeming Tell a Story. Okay. So, right. Stories about MTV. And in general, like music. So, um, obviously, like one of the biggest influences that I had for like my music choice was actually a little known section, a little section of the anime community that was focused on making music videos for anime. And so, what was really funny was that my knowledge of music videos really came from not these professionals who are like putting out like all of this crazy it's like crazy MTV quality stuff out there. No, I was seeing what like a 16-year-old was making with hecking Windows Movie Maker, throwing anime to their favorite like Linkin Park song. Hi Jesse, welcome. Enjoy the MTV. So, really what was interesting to me was the fact that like all that still showed passion about the music just as much as it did the anime. And it really got me hooked on music at the time. What did I use for music? I used I used animemusicvideos.org and LimeWire. Yeah, I was a teen. I didn't have the money. So it was LimeWire. Which, by the way, for those of you who don't know what LimeWire is, LimeWire was not designed for music. LimeWire was basically like, hey, you know, you don't got a website to upload your stuff to share with your friends, right? You could totally just like upload it and then just have upload it to our servers and anyone can download it, right? Which is great, except for there was a public mode. And on that public mode, anyone could post anything. And I think LimeWire was my introduction and the introduction for a lot of other people to what a computer virus is. Okay, the answer is that it doesn't. Like the website that I was using to run song requests, it is busted right now. I have no idea what it's doing, but like the YouTube player that it was using was just stuttering through the whole thing. Oh yeah, I remember getting replaced by torrents, which still had the same issue of learning what a computer virus is. Oh, Winamp! God, that takes me back. Uh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're not going to be able to do song requests right now. So what is soul signins? That's definitely what that was. Oh, right. Yeah, it's like a modern day peer-to-peer share. But anyway, welcome everyone. For those who don't know, I am Vixey, the Caracal Skunk, or you can call me a Skitty if you're feeling cute. And we are just getting back after a long break. And so I'm just getting back into the like the swing of streaming, so to speak, and drawing. And so I'm doing a Vixey Wheeze emote right now. Hi, Rio. Welcome. We're talking about MTV and music video memories. I am fucking old. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, 21 and not a single year older. Forever 21. I'm sad that they closed down. Ria says, I never grew up on with MTV. I just remember there were music videos, Beavis and Butthead, Daria and the Scream series. Oh, wow. So I have a funny story about the Scream series. I don't know which one it was, but I do know that, like, um, at one point I was like 5 or 6, and we had a babysitter over, and Um, just to find something to do, we turned on the TV and Scream was on. One of the movies. I do not know which one it was, but for some reason, our babysitter decided it was perfectly fine to just have that on for for everyone. I don't know if she just didn't care or what, but my poor, like, 6-year-old mind. This is the first, like, actual horror movie I ever saw. And damn, I was traumatized. That legitimately scared me off of horror movies for years. It wasn't until well into college that I, like, voluntarily watched a genuine horror movie again. And so I never saw Beavis and Butthead. Like, my parents were really strict about whether I watched The Simpsons or not, much less two stoners who were just, like, basically making a mess of their lives. So I don't have that as a memory, but I've been catching up with it slowly. I say the kind of 90s nostalgia I had, like, it was either what we got on, like, public TV, like broadcast TV, or it was like, um, what was I thinking? Okay, so it's like either broadcast TV or whatever anime I could find online. And I mean whatever anime I could find, because I wasn't very good at, like, finding where to pirate anime or, like, finding what I wanted to pirate from it. I get my music all right, but yeah, I know my way around. Hee. But yeah, I was, like, way more entertained by anime than by cable TV anyway. Not that I really had a chance to try with cable TV, but yeah, I really think I kind of look back on MTV with nostalgia simply because I would love to have, like a channel, like a YouTube channel or some other live stream that was similar to this. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was an MTV bumper, my god. Are they really playing the news straight? I had no idea MTV did news. I genuinely thought they would be doing satire. Like SNL style. Fair enough. At least it was short. Who do you think you are, Keanu Reeves? Yeah, I didn't know MTV had news either. Go figure. There's definitely inside jokes I'm not getting there. Oh, there's music now. Yay. There's music on my MTV. All right. I'd say that's an emote. Oh, I did miss. I was missing something. I gotta put the highlights, but still. Okay, there you go. I got the highlights. In the hair. Perfect. Okay. This one doesn't really need too much. The gremlin smile. It's literally just like an uwu mouth, the blank eyes, and the paw. The paw is the real critical part. Okay, chat. I know I've been quiet, but uh, I kind of want an opinion here. Okay. So, I got two options for the emote. Anyone who can get to chat, I need you to type 1 if you prefer with no eyebrows, right here. 2 if you like the Angie eyebrows. Once again, no eyebrows, type 1. Angie eyebrows, type 2. It's very unanimous. Thank you so much. Now you can go back to playing your Minecrafts or whatever else you do while you have me in the background. So, what are you all up to? Is there anyone who is just paying attention to me with like a riveting attention? Maybe? No? Looking at some art. Oh, Pal World, nice. We're gonna attack for art fight. Yeah, I kind of wanted to participate in art fight this year, but I was kind of late to the draw. Just trying not to melt, that's fair. Terrible news in Pal World, no! Well, at least they didn't get rid of Braun Cherry. That does suck, though. You see, this type of music that lets me feel like if someone can make a song like this and get on MTV, I can make whatever I want. Like if you're ever like stressing about any artwork, there's someone who made a shit post like easily 100 times worse than whatever you're making, and people still love it. So sorry, can't talk. I can't hear you over the shit post emotes I'm drawing. I'm shit posting too loudly right now. Hey, it's Beavis and Butthead. Hey, I can put tattoos on my butt. I love the crossovers like this. There's something like stupid fun about them. I didn't know Cher dated Butthead. Go figure. I cannot hear this without hearing the Weird Al version. Yeah, Bite knows what I'm talking about. Nins too, yay. Oh, Kitsunai! Welcome! How you doing? Oh, thanks for the reminder. Totally gonna save. It's crazy to realize before the internet, if you wanted to ERP, if you want to do an erotic roleplay, you had to call someone up on the fucking window. What a culture. Well, technically you gotta pay now too, but you just pay for the internet service.
cute.
Thank you so much for the cute, Fluffy. How's it going?
You're cute.
I am! Yes, I'm finally finished my move. Yeah, honestly, I really like the environment where it's like music and music satire too. All right, there's our second emote. We got a wheeze, and then we got a gremlin smile. Yeah, maybe I'll just throw in a schnoz for good measure. Yeah, it definitely needs a schnoz. Oh, are you talking about the beans? There's no beans because the idea is that Vixey's hand is pointed the other way. Like this. He 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 he. Oh, she is cute by design. Oh, the nose. Yes, I got the nose now. Oh, so you subscribe to the theory that Vixey was cute before she was even drawn. See, I was going off of the idea that Vixey didn't exist before I drew her. Aw, thank you, Nians. That's really sweet of you. Thanks for the pets, Conan.
You're cute.
Oh, you all are sweet to me.
You're cute.
Aw, thank you. Thanks, Aiden. Again, a time before the internet where you had to write in. Poyow! I don't mind cooking a little. That's kind of what I like about art. If it doesn't turn out like you're wanting it to, you can still play around with it. Perfect. What do you think, Conan? Ooh. Hang on. Hang on. Perfect voice for this. Vixey orb. I was thinking this is like my yippee creature. You know, when I just want to be poof, you know. Oh, that's not bad. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that for a first stream back. This was awesome, you guys. All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming. I think we're going to end it right there. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for welcoming me back with all this love. It has been absolutely amazing. Let's see. But Taya, thank you so much for the sub. You're amazing. And Rupee Warrior, thank you so much for the follow. Big shout out to Taya and Conan for being my mods. And a shout out to my boyfriend, Zap, and my sis, Noelle. You all are absolutely amazing. Okay. Yeah, I miss you all too. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll do more emotes next time. But we'll see. It'll be a Sunday stream next. But we are going to raid into my friend Garflin. Garflin's doing some Pal World. Let's see. I believe that's right. Awesome. Well, y'all take care, and we'll see you back here on Sunday. Y'all have a great one. Bye.
That's fucking beautiful. You are my new favorite person.
She back.